just reflecting a bit on the concept of time and how days go by, weeks go by, and maybe you don't necessarily feel like any progress in your life is being made. But this week was particularly good. Produced a lot of different sorts of content. I produce so much shit, like I have so many rant casts lined up ahead of time. And I also have a bunch of videos lined up as well. It's like I'm getting to a phase where a lot of my time is being used productively, and I'm able to put out. Let me put it a different way. By keeping the process simple, I can then kind of produce more content in a similar style, which gives it a certain aesthetic, which gives it a certain vibe, which makes it easier for me to produce this shit. Like, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel with every video or every series of rants. And I think that's kind of the thing. The more you just kind of repeat the process over and over again, for me anyway, the more I'm repeating the process, the more I'm finding sort of a, I guess you could say, theme, I guess. So this is the kind of even when you look at the Instagram, it's like so many videos look a certain way, and then a bunch of other videos look a certain way. It's an aesthetic, it's a style. Different filter, because the filter I like to use don't really show much at night. And I am very black, so not that black. Anyway, the point I'm making is this. The reason why I'm ranting right now is this. I just had an hour and a half. I had to take a break from work. I had an hour and a half conversation with I won't put him out there. I won't put him out there like that, but let's say an elderly person who I've known my whole life. Not related. Anyway, it was a good, interesting talk. I'm gonna turn this into an episode of the Rantcast, but just my brief thoughts for now, for the 2 minutes and 20 seconds that I have for Twitter, which I'm wasting by going on tangents. It was interesting talking to a senior. I kind of perceive this dude as being a little bit more up on cutoff, being up on trends. There's people, it's not even an age thing, it's a mind state psychology thing, right? I got people I know younger than me who are kind of like archaic in their thinking. In any case, this dude was interested in talking to him about tech, media, online culture, where the world's going. We're talking about cryptocurrency. He was open to the whole idea, open to discussion. I'm going to be going there on Sunday, having a discussion. That's going to be an interesting episode of the Radcast. I'm going to set the voice memo up so I can record all of it and then play it back for y'all. But again, don't always write off seniors, because A, they know a lot, and B, they can be open to changes in topics concerning where the world is going. So yeah, that's my thoughts for now. Another interesting topic from today, which I'll be going into in more depth on my little rantcast. But this Rihanna scenario. Rihanna effectively instigating a boycott on Snapchat, rightfully so, because they ran that little campaign. Would you rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown? Now, they say it's not their campaign. It's someone else who ran an ad through their ad product. But that's fucking stupid. how do these things slip through? Like, oh, we're gonna do the investigation. How? Like, what? You know that was just dumb, letting that slip through. You know, you have all these layers of all these levels of, you know, chain of command. How did that slip through? There's no women in there, like, and I'm not saying that it has to do with whether there's women in there or not, but like, what kind of culture are you promoting by letting that slip through? Anyway, I guess I'm not being totally clear with what I'm saying, but I don't know. And then now people are actively boycotting Snapchat. I use Snapchat. Do I also boycott? Like, I agree with her. Now that I pose this question, is it this black and white? Does the stance get taken straight away? You know?